We'll never make it if it's like this. 700 meters this way. Can't take us 3 days.
We've been surviving in the Amazon jungle of Suriname for 19 days, weeks away from civilization in the most forested country on Earth. But we're not done yet. Before we can follow the Koppernam from source to sea, there's one more mountain standing in our way. Tafelberg, the mysterious Table Mountain deep in the jungle. We've already traced the uncharted Koppernam River to its true source and set a Guinness World Record summiting Juliana Top, Suriname's highest mountain, a peak fewer people have stood on than have been to outer space. Now we're at the base camp of Tafelberg, and after 2 days of rest, we're pushing for its highest peak, a summit no one has reached in decades. We're low on energy and we have no idea how hard the climb will be or what lies between us and the summit. Will this untouched mountain break us, or will we yet again make history? So today we aim towards the summit. We don't know if it will take us 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. We set off bright and early this morning. We could face savannah, we've got a lot of creeks to face, we may have bamboo forest, so we just don't know the scale of difficulty either. Could be easy, plain sailing, or it could be very tricky, covering half a kilometre, half a day. But we're full of energy. We've had 2 days off. We've been here behind us in base camp of Tabletop Mountain. We've eaten, we've rested, my feet are finally fully healed. It's the first time they've healed since day number 2 of the expedition. And so we're all in high spirits because we know when we get to the summit, we then turn around and we head finally back on ourselves. And from then on, it's downhill, downstream, truly towards the sea. So we're buzzing. We packed light with 2 days worth of food and all the water we could carry. We left base camp behind and entered the unknown, heading towards a summit untouched by human footsteps for who knows how many years.
A lot of people get confused when we say we only covered, say, 2 or 3 kilometers in a day. But what you don't appreciate is that a lot of times we have to go through this, and this is horrible. I mean, you can't charge your way through that. You have to cut every single strand, and it's pulling you back. Ash is doing a great job up front, but painfully slow, literally step by step. But yeah, we're getting it done.
It's very dense, it's very, very thick, lots of bamboo which trips you up, wraps you up like you're in a web. And the mache doesn't do a lot to the thin ones, you know, because you can't get enough of a swing. Started off really good this morning, but it's now a bit of a mistake. Bloody Table Mountain, but we'll get it done, 100 metres by 100 metres. It's not over yet. Woohoo!
700 meters this way. Can't take us 3 days.
That's a shitty forest.
The jungle was kind to us at first. It wasn't easy, but we were making progress. However, as the hours wore on, the bush drastically thickened. No one had been through here in years, and it showed. Every step forward was a battle, and the sheer density of the jungle began to wear us down.
Stop.
What do we do, man?
Take a quick 5 minutes and then push back to where we came from, and I reckon around that route.
It's not often you're in a situation where you can't make any distance. You know, sometimes it's slow. This is like, you just can't make any ground. Every single direction is like there's a wall around you.
Yeah, it is, and we've been hoping that that wall opens up, but it just hasn't now for
4
a whole
hours.
afternoon.
Denser and denser.
It is, if anything,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
getting worse and worse. We'll never make it if it's like this.
No, not if it's like this. No, if we want to make the top and we see that the first section is like this, our only option is to eastward.
So badly want to find another way,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem to be.
Love it now.
If we want to
Yeah.
get out, we can still even
way
if we're
back.
like, oh yeah, there's forest right over there, we still got to get through this shit.
Exhaustion hit hard, dizzy and dehydrated. Every step felt heavier than the last, but we couldn't stop. Not now. The summit was out there, and we had to find a way. So we are a little bit stuck. We got stuck within the savannah. There was lots of bamboo and then lots of trees and razor grass. And it felt like we had to just hack multiple times just to get through one branch. And then we realized we're running low on water. And so we found a creek and we tried to follow that. And now we're heading towards a basin in the hope that there might be water there. So this morning went well. This afternoon turned into a bit of a mess, but you know, we're still trying to do the best we can in getting through the day and ending it on a high note. So we're in search of water and a place to camp before sunsets within the next hour and a half. Finally made it to Grace Falls. That was hard, very hard going.
Right here.
And it's very dry, as you can see, not much water whatsoever. But big day, we're here, fresh water, find somewhere to set up the hammocks, and tomorrow we push on towards the direction of the summit and see how we get on.
Seriously tricky if we reach the summit tomorrow. I'm back the next day.
Yeah.
After, we only have 3 meals.
Yeah.
With what we've seen about the water in every single creek we've passed, is a bit troubling, so we can't afford to spend a night away
there.
from this creek.
No.
But we've got to get that summit. We're so f***ing close. I could not imagine not doing it. If we're not going to do it, we don't do it down at the bottom, at Junction. We can't come all this way and then fall 4 kilometers short. We'll regret it.
Yeah.
We will absolutely regret. I know I will.
Yeah, all of us.
Oh, what happened to the second highest summit? Like, we were so close. But we decided to turn back.
We want to tick off every single thing we said we're going to do, right?
Yeah.
I think we crack on in the morning and see what it's like, but I think we should have a turnaround time.
Do we bring our gear?
I think just in case.
I think potentially we follow this creek as far as we can to where the water is as low as it can sustain us, and then we leave some of our kit there and we say this is camp. We then set a time for how long we have to get to the summit, and if we don't make it there, we have to come back and get to camp and get water.
I'm cool with that.
It's not giving up, it's giving us the most reasonable possible chance to get there and get back without killing ourselves or injuring ourselves or jeopardizing the rest of the mission.
Yeah, if it gets ridiculous, let's assess and have a group conversation and decide what the best way forward is. If it is a case of like this is getting silly and we've only covered 1 kilometer and we're still like 3 kilometers as the crow flies, then let's chat. We've got it. We've got it. Come on.
Yeah.
We've got it. We're so close.